Hello, sixth graders. Welcome to lesson 4.2, ratio and rates. In this lesson, you will review ratios and learn about rates. So, for their first example, I have 5 circles. 3 of them are not shaded and 2 of them are. So, with ratios, they can be written 3 different ways. So, using our example, I know that the ratio of unshaded compared to colored in circles, the ratio is 3 to 2. And I can also rewrite that as a fraction as 3 to 2. And using my colon, which you saw in the last lesson, is 3 to 2. So you can write any ratio those 3 different ways. So we're going to apply that to this problem. Please copy down the problem and the table. A bird rescue group is caring for 3 eagles, 2 hawks, and 5 owls. So in this first line here, I'm going to be comparing the number of owls, 2 hawks, and showing it the 3 different ways, and then examining what I'm comparing. So the first way would be using our words. We're comparing owls to hawks. So we have 5, 2, 2. Writing that as a fraction, 5 over 2, and with a colon, 5 to 2. So in this case, in this ratio, I'm comparing part to part of the rescue center to another part. In our next example, we are looking at eagles to total birds. So eagles is 3, 2. I need to add them all up. So 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 5 is 10. So 3 to 10. Using that as a fraction, 3 over 10, and then with our colon, 3 to 10. Oops. And in this case, I'm examining one part of the rescue group compared to the total. So that would be part of the group compared to whole. All right. And the last one, total birds to hawks. So again, I already did the math, so I know that there's 10 total birds. And let's see, 2 hawks. My fraction would be 10 over 2. Don't worry about simplifying. And then moving on to the colon, 10 to 2. So in this comparison, I'm comparing the whole, the total group, to one part. So it's a little backwards. It's whole to part. The whole group compared to one part of the group. Now we're going to shift gears to rates. A rate is a ratio that compares 2 quantities that have different units of measure. So some examples of rates are miles per hour. We're comparing distance to time. So they're different units. Next example would be words per minute when you're typing, right? The number of words you can create comparing to time, different units. And then the last example would be cost per pound. So you're comparing price to weight. That's why those are rates, because they have 2 different measures. In our previous examples, we were always comparing the same unit. So we were always comparing animals to animals, circles to circles. Now we're looking at different units. And a unit rate is a rate that makes a comparison to 1 unit. So you're getting down to the bare minimum, the cost, or for example, like I said, the cost of 1 item versus all of them. So when you're looking at the comparison of 20 ounces of juice for $4, well, you're going to try to get down to 1 unit. So I'd figure out what's $1 get me. And I know that if I just simplify that, 4 divided by 4 is 1. 20 divided by 4 would be 5 ounces of juice for $1. My 1 is my unit rate. So I can use my unit rate to figure out how much it would cost for any amount of juice. So if I wanted to figure out what 100 ounces would cost me, or if I had $100, how many ounces I could get. Using that unit rate will help you in furthering the information as you're working. So let's practice using that unit rate. A restaurant sells veggie burgers at a rate of $4 for one burger. What rate gives you the cost of 5 veggie burgers? Write the rate for 5 burgers 3 different ways. So we have a rate of $4 for every 1 burger. What rate gives you the cost of 5 veggie burgers? So to do this, we're going to make another table, and starting off with our unit rate. So I'm going to start off by labeling it with cost, 2 veggie burgers. All right, so I know that for every $4, I can get 1 veggie burger, and this 4 to 1 is our unit rate. All right, and if I wanted to continue this, let's say $8 would give me 2 burgers, and continuing this pattern until we get all the way to the cost of 5, be 12 for 3, 16 for 4 veggie burgers, and $20 for 5 veggie burgers. So what rate? All right, sorry, I just got distracted and I forgot what I said last. But anyway, write the rate for 5 burgers 3 different ways. So here is our rate. So we're comparing the cost to the number of burgers. So then that would be 20 to 5. If you have room underneath your table, you can squeeze it in. That's a better spot. Then we can also do, I'm going to switch it up, 20 to 5, and then 20 over 5. All right, here are your practice problems. For number 1, write the ratio 3 different ways, comparing squares to circles. And then for number 2, complete the table. Use the unit rate to find the number of bananas in 5 bunches. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.